Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Stupid for the 3rd of October 2021. I'll probably get in trouble for this episode, but hey, YouTube censor, look, I'm sorry, okay? I just reported the news. This happened. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm not trying to cause any problems, alright? I'm not the violator. I don't violate TOS. I'm just reporting the news. Please have mercy. So, I'm going to be talking about the LGBT community, which in my town, they had the Pride March. Now, I know what you're wondering. It's like, why are they having a Pride March in October? Like, isn't it cold? Well, apparently it is, right? You'd think it's back in June. That's the Pride Month. No, but here in Romania, in my town, it's in October. Now, I wonder, like, why October? Well, apparently, I need to give you some context. There is this huge religious event happening here. A lot of people from all over Romania are all gathering in order to kiss the remains of Saint Paraschiva. So, like, we're talking about massive influx of people. They are waiting 24 hours. Like, all the pilgrims are waiting around 24 hours just to get into the church to kiss the remains of Saint Paraschiva in order for them to get luck, to get in touch with the divine. So now it's a really good time in order to do an LGBT march, right? Because you can have like all the people there and they can expose the bigotry inside the country. Because obviously, like, if you're going to take some of the most pious pilgrims imaginable and you're going to put some activists next to them, things are about to happen. Now, just so you can understand the type of people that are going to be at the Saint Paraschiva event, I have a video for you.
Vreau să vă adresăm câteva întrebări.
Da.
Avem nevoie pentru un proiect. Ați fost duminică la vot?
Am fost.
Și sunteți de acord sau nu cu homosexualii?
Eu am votat cu Adam și Eva. Că când a făcut Dumnezeu lumea, a făcut pe Adam și pe Eva, nu a făcut pe Adam și pe Gheorghe, să se fută unul pe altul.
Ce părere
M-ați
aveți
înțeles?
Da. Ce părere aveți despre condiționatorii?
Ceaușescu, când o prins pe doi că se fut în cur, i-o băgat în pușcărie. I-o băgat în chemniță. Și am le vreda legea în public.
Ce părere aveți despre mandatul lui Dragnea?
De ce?
Despre mandatul lui Dragnea. Ce părere
Dragnea
aveți?
nu-i de acord cu să se fută în cur. El e cu Adam și cu Eva.
Dar ce e de acord?
Dar nu! Dumnezeu a făcut pe Adam și pe Eva, nu pe Adam și pe Gheorghe.
Dacă ați putea să schimbați ceva în Parlament, ce ați schimba?
Eu n-am treabă cu Parlamentul, acolo și ei cu capul lor.
Mulțumim frumos! O zi bună!
So now do you understand just how much we need people here to teach, to enlighten our country? Oh, we don't have money. We don't have millions of dollars to give to people like Robin DiAngelo, who asks just for so much for one speech. But Robin, you are desperately needed here. Please, Robin, come to Romania and educate these people. They are in dire need of your light. Any gender studies expert from the United States, please just stop making millions of dollars over there in your gender studies speeches and seminars and come to Romania. Educate this woman. But unfortunately, there is no one to educate them. See, we're a poor country, we don't have money, so the gender studies isn't working. Maybe the Americans, now that the Kabul University isn't open, maybe you can donate some money to Romania, make us gender studies, please. Give it to us. We need it. Do you not see the bigotry? It was so powerful. So now you get a couple of young folks who want to do the march about people like that old lady. And the mayor said no. Now, I gotta say, the mayor saying no is actually illegal. Turns out, in a free democracy, if you want to protest, you're supposed to be able to. Although the mayor said no because he doesn't want violence, he wants to protect, he doesn't want harm. And apparently, like, it's a lot easier to tell a couple of hundred people no than it is to tell a couple of 100,000 people no. But still, the mayor is in the wrong. and he's probably going to get sued for saying no. And they did the march anyway. And I'm going to show you the images. I gotta say they're a little bit shocking. The bigotry is just. See, I always knew Gutfield is a raging bigot. How can you be laughing, Gutfield? What, did you guys find that funny? I found it atrocious. And yet here you have, after the video, Gutfield smiling at me. Giving me the grin. It's like, it's not funny, Gutfield. Bigotry isn't funny. And then before someone goes into the chat, clickety-clack, it's not Gutfield. It's not Gutfield. How do I know what you're about to do? Why are you so predictable? How am I knowing what you're doing right now in the comment section? Huh? How? I'm reading the future. I know. I'm a psychic. I'm psychic. You're chuckling right now. You're predictable. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, because this is serious. Now, there was apparently in the press an event where a couple of individuals threw holy water on the protesters. So let me get this straight. Like, some person went into the church, and as you can notice, it's kind of difficult to get into. I mean, you're going to have to ask people like, sorry, excuse me, coming through, and go all the way aside. And then you have to get a priest in order to sanctify the water. And then when you go out, you have to yet again tell people like, sorry, coming through. Just so you can throw it on the protesters. And this wasn't an individual, it was many. I mean, can you imagine the bigotry? Why? Like, no, seriously. Why are the people in the United States not caring about Eastern Europe? Why can we not benefit? Like, why? Like, no, tell me, what does Afghanistan have that Romania doesn't? Why are you teaching gender studies in Afghanistan but not in Romania? And what about all the corporations, you know, that they champion LGBTness and what? Why are they not promoting those values here? Why aren't the banks safe? Why aren't the banks not demonetizing? I'm sorry. As you guys can tell, I'm a little bit upset. I'm just not used to seeing so much bigotry. It's everywhere recently. There's bigotry everywhere. I mean, look, in the United States, there was a very significant event which took place. Queen's University, for the first time ever in human history, has elected a female chancellor. Like, never before has such an event take place. I mean, I just can't even express how powerful this is. Like, not since the invention of penicillin do I think such an important achievement for humanity. Queen's University has selected a female chancellor. Write it down in the calendar, because like this is going to be on the quiz 100 years from now. People are going to be looking back at this monumental event. And can you guess who it was? It was Hillary Clinton. She was the first female chancellor of Queen's University. And instead of people taking in, like admiring the fact that history is in the making, they booed her and called her a war criminal. I mean, look, I'm just saying, I don't have faith for humanity anymore. It's horrible. And they also made bad jokes on Twitter. Look, the new Resident Evil game is coming out. Imagine mocking such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to witness with your very own eyes the first female chancellor at Queen's University. And you're dismissing it like that, and you're shitting on them all. Like, imagine when the Americans sent the first rocket to the moon and Apollo was landing, you'd have people mocking that. Like, I mean, I don't know. Look, at least there is one nation on earth that pleases me. There's one nation on earth that takes bigotry serious. And I foresee that if things go the way they are in the UK, there will not be a single racist by the end of the year. You know how they're going with the climate change, like zero emissions? There's going to be zero racism in the United Kingdom because they actually take bigotry serious. Look at this, Yahoo News. Footballer welcomes first prison sentence handed to fan for online racist abuse. So this motherfucker went next to a keyboard and clickety-clacked and did the racial abuse, pew, 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 through the internet. Racismus was caused. Do you understand how vile this crime is? Do you understand the danger if we allow such people in society next to civilized folks? No, so prison. So you may be wondering what he did. He commented against a football player. Now, in his defense, I wouldn't even mention it, to be honest, but I have to, right? Because I need to be objective. I need to provide you with the fact. He says that he did not mean to say baboon. He meant to say buffoon. But the autocorrect caused the racismus. Look, even if that were to be the case, he should have caught it. He should not have pressed enter. Look, just err on the side of cautious. Never criticize a person of a different race if you're white. And if you go with this golden standard, you will never have to deal with the autocorrect and other issues. Look, my mother told me, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all. Why did he have to say it? Why couldn't he shut the fuck up? If you'd have shut up, he wouldn't have been in prison. It's easy to avoid going to prison. All you have to do is to use your brain. You can use facts and logic. And that's how you avoid getting punishment. Although some people are telling me you can't do that in Australia because they have new rules for protesters. So if you want to protest in Australia, you're not allowed to use a mask which can conceal your identity or to be used as protection from crowd-controlled substances such as capsicum foam, and the penalty can be to a maximum 15 years in prison. So if you have anything covering your face which can conceal your identity or protect you from crowd-controlled substances, 15 years in prison. But the problem is that now during the pandemic, if you go outside, you have to wear a mask, which automatically would conceal your identity. So, look, people in Australia ask me, it's like, how do we avoid going? You don't protest. That's how you don't Why do you want to be outside? Why do you have to be outside? Protest from your home. Like when you're inside your home, you put a plaque and you write whatever it is. You know, you put BLM on or whatever, and then you go like, rah, 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 inside your living room. And that's how you protest. Like, why are you saying your human right is being infringed? No, your right to protest is still there. You just have to do it from your home. Inside your home, inside your apartment, you protest as much as you want. Just don't invite more people, because then it's a problem. God, like, people, honestly, like, I can't believe we live in a time where people don't use facts and logic. Why is that so difficult?
They put you in jail right away. No trial, no nothing. Journalists, we have a special jail for journalists. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You're charging too high prices for sweaters, glasses. You right to jail. You undercook fish, believe it or not, jail. You overcook chicken, also jail. Undercook, overcook. You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail, right away. We have the best patients in the world because of jail.
See, a police country is a civilized country. So I would like to just say how much I appreciate the Australian police force. They are the best of the best. They keep Australians safe and they keep people educated. So let's give it up for the Australian police.
This bus move! Look at this guy! Fucking Jesus!
I feel like I'm surrounded by dumb people who don't appreciate science. So I am going to take it upon myself to educate people into the matters of science. I want this show to be a show of education. You come here dumb and you live smart. So, listen here, bigot. 1 egg a day lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. Controversial studies say it promotes fatty acid that protect you from the disease. You understand this? Science! That's right. Now, you will thank me when I saved you so much money. Do you know how expensive diabetes is? You need to get insulin. It's expensive. So now let's move on to the second article. Eating just 1 egg a day increases your risk of diabetes by 60%. Study warns. Look, stop questioning. It's like the Quran. It's the last page that is the one that matters. So everything that came before it, we can dismiss it. While we read, so in chronological order, right? This one was from 2019, so we don't care about it anymore. This one is from 2020, so I care about it. Why is it in This Week is Stupid? Because I just found about it today. That's how it works. If I find out about something today, I'll present it today. Because it's relevant. It's relevant because a lot of people don't think. And I want to teach them about science. I'm not doing the volcano shit. I'm reading for you from the enlightened people that can commune with the science, the journalists. Now, unfortunately, we have to talk about COVID. I always want to avoid the subject because it bores me to death. But what can you do? Everywhere you look, you're going to find something about it. So please, for the love of God, just get vaccinated already so you can talk about something else. Look, even Batman is trying to educate people. Now, I don't know why he didn't take off his suit for the Fauci ouchie, but apparently they gave the needle through the suit, and now he's putting the plaster, which, by the way, see, this is why there was like a big talk a couple of years ago on why those things don't come in the color black and it's racist because all of them, look at Batman. Look what he has to go through. Look at poor Batman. Look at poor Harley Quinn. They have to use a white plaster on a black suit. It looks horrible. If only people would have listened to the Guardian. See, if it affects one person, it affects all of us. But there you go. See, now, like, please just get it. Just get it because you're embarrassing the US president. What do I mean by this? Well, I was looking at my favorite comedian, and I can't play you the clip because it's probably copyrighted, but you can find it on YouTube. And if you're not interested, I'll just describe to you what's happening. He points out to the fact that the US president got the 3rd booster shot. And again, you can find this video on YouTube. Like you can see, I'm not making up what I'm saying here. But people notice that the windows look kind of fake. You know what? Let's see if we can.
He was doing this on camera to encourage everybody to get the shot, and that's a good thing.
Right?
Was what looked like incredibly fake windows behind the president.
So yeah, apparently this is not a Photoshop. Apparently this is real. I mean, the booster shot, I assume it's real, but they made the set that looks like the White House, even though they're very close to the White House, and people are asking, well, why not do it in the White House then? And I know why, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for the explanation? Because this is what it means to build back better. He built it in the back, and he built it better. It is built back better. It's exactly why the president is running, to build back better. Mwah! Beautiful. See, did I not provide the best explanation ever? Is this not the Build Back Better initiative? This is what they mean, right? Just like the taxation system. You see, in the United States, you pay a gas tax in order to stop polluting. And a lot of people are going, you know what? Like, fuck this shit. Okay, fine, I'll stop polluting. And they're buying hybrid cars. Which means there's less money to the government. So now, the government goes like, we need to build back better. Better. So better means more money for the government. Okay? Like, worse is when there's less money for the government. So what they're saying is, look, let's make all the cars from now on. It's in the infrastructure bill, by the way. Let's make all the cars from now register just how many miles people run. And you can't tinker with that anymore. Like you're not allowed to tinker with it, because up till now, yes, cars had mileage, but maybe you could with this one you can't. It would be illegal. And you're going to pay 8 cents per mile. It might differ on the vehicle. So this would be around $1,080 tax that you would pay for your car. This is what it means to build back better. Better. But you need to understand. Better for the person building it. AKA the guy. You're not building it. It's not yours. Huh? Not better for the government. But hey, look. Let's not get carried away, because there is good news. Apparently, the Democrats have crunched the numbers. The US president did the math, and he managed to conclude that $3.5 trillion is actually zero. That's right.
We talk about price tags. It is zero price tag on the debt. We're going to pay for everything we spend. So they say it's not, people, understandably, well, it started off at 6 trillion, now it's 3.5 trillion, now is it going to be 2.9? It's going to be zero. Zero, because in that plan that I put forward, and I said from the outset, I said, I'm running to change the dynamic of how the economy grows. I'm tired of trickle down. The trillionaires and billionaires are doing very, very well. You all know it, you've all reported it. And in the middle of this crisis, but hardworking people and middle-class people are getting hurt. And so I provide for example, a tax cut. If you have a child, you get a refundable tax credit. It's reduced hunger in America by 40%, literally for children. You have the whole notion of being able to provide for daycare for your children, getting people back to school, etc. It's all paid for. It's all paid for. But a lot of these are flat tax cuts that exist within my proposal. And they're being calculated as if the cost of the child care tax credit is a cost to the government. It's not. It's reducing taxes, not increasing taxes.
First of all, he talks about the billionaires and the trillionaires in the US. Can you name me a single trillionaire? But anyway, I understand, okay, like $3.5 trillion is actually $0. And there's no new taxes except for the one that I mentioned before with the car. Maybe that one just slipped through. But like, if $3.5 trillion is zero, why not $7 trillion? Why not 14? Why not 28? I mean, zero is still zero. 0 times 0 is 0. What about, look, when you pay taxes to the government, you can pay $0 and you say, you know what? I actually paid you $3.5 trillion. Can I get some exchange on that? Can I get the change? Give me the change for the 3.5 that I just paid. My God, this man's a wizard, isn't he? He's a wizard, Harry. He knows how to do the alchemy. He can turn bullshit into gold. This is why people love him so much. They're actually willing to get themselves into trouble with the cops just to defend that man's reputation. Look here, a story in 3 pictures. The woman in red, her shirt reads Biden sucks. I protested verbally that she take it off, or I would take a picture and post it so her grandchildren get to see it. It's a little bit interesting. It's like at a swimming pool. Like, why do you want the lady to take her shirt off? Wouldn't that be problematic? Doesn't matter. The shirt is evil. The 6 Trump supporters complained, and the police banned me from the pool. Lynn, that is who you are. That is not the way God made me. When I see something that offends me, I will always speak out. She passed Mallory Amelia Odell pools to come out to my pool to confront me. Well, she succeeded. She saw the whole of Ed McGinty. Today, I am in front of her house. Well, this didn't went well. A villager banned from swimming pool after a political argument with a fellow resident has been arrested on a stalking charge. Ed McGinty of the village of Hadley was booked at 9:32 p.m. And he's waiting for a $5,000 bond. But you know what? You know what? He can pay $0 on it. And then he can say, look, I paid you 3.5 trillion because 0 equals 3.5 trillion. Give me my change back. Damn you. Give me my change back. Speaking of which, I'm probably rich by now. All the $1 trillion super chats that I got. I hope you liked this Week is Stupid. I hope you found it funny. As usual, there's a lot more that I didn't cover here because I'm trying to keep it half an hour. But if you want to see more of this Week is Stupid, if you want to see the things that I didn't cover, head on over to my live stream. If you don't know the channel, it's V Livestream. You can put it into the YouTube search engine. If not, you can just scroll down and it's going to be in the pinned comment. You click it, and right after this video finishes, I'll be live streaming. And I'll cover some other very funny topics. I guarantee to you, the people who went last week on my live stream channel enjoyed it. They enjoyed the show. You could enjoy the show as well. Okay, I'll stop snake tail oil smells now. It's boring. You wouldn't like it. I'm boring on my live stream. I need to rehearse. I need to edit. I need to... But still, if you want to see some funny news, head on over to my live stream. And let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I made your weekend a little bit more entertaining. And I'll see you guys over there. Take care.